thinking that making hiring mistakes is all about gut feel or personal chemistry or convenience, like, hey, we're growing, we need to hire people, it's better to have people than not have people, those all lead to great problems. There's a client, a person who attended a workshop at one point named Nate, we write about in our book, and Nate had been through 5 heads of sales over 3 years. And I just remember when I met him at a workshop, between sessions, he was busy texting away and talking on the phone, and he looked really busy, really stressed. And I said, "Well, Nate, how's business?" And he said, "It's a real strain. I'm going through heads of sales. One of them even stole from me. And by the way, I can't even go on vacation because I don't trust my team to be able to deliver their business results." Since going through a session similar to this one, learning the tactics and the A method for hiring, Nate has in fact hired a spectacular head of sales who's still employed there and doing well. So the content really is designed for anybody who hires anybody for anything. I think that you'll find this valuable if you're hiring a gardener or hiring a CEO of a giant company. Our goal, Randy Street, my co-author, and I, our goal in writing Who is to make this technique, this method available to everybody. So don't use gut feel. Don't feel like you have to go hire somebody when it's the wrong person just to fill a role. We have this saying, Vern, bad breath is worse than no breath. When it comes to hiring, it's better, not to have someone in a role than to have the wrong person in a role. The common typologies of bad hiring include the art critic approach, where the manager attempts to size up a person intuitively and quickly without much data. That approach does not work. The prosecutor approach, I think, is kind of funny, where the hiring manager, has a fixed list of questions, and they have that furrowed brow, and they're being, very tough on the candidate. They're a tough interviewer. The idea that a tough interviewer is a good interviewer is bunk. Your goal in interviewing is to create rapport with the other person, and only then can you really learn who they are and get the data you need to make a good hiring decision. There are a number of the worst possible way to hire. So we're doing the worst ways, and then we'll teach you some of the better ways. The worst possible way to hire is to not follow any process, to bring in candidates, have them interview with your entire team and waste everybody's time, have repetitive interview questions, not really think about what you're hiring for, try to develop rapport, and also another common approach that I see lots of managers using is they think that interviews are all about selling the candidate on joining their company. And as a result, the manager talks the whole time about their business rather than learning about the other person. So there's a whole litany of bad ways to interview, and our goal is to get out there and help folks move from the approaches that don't work, the approaches that lead to a 50% hiring failure rate out there. 50% hiring failure rate is the norm. So for the folks on this webcast, if you're achieving a better than 50% hiring success rate, you're doing better than average. People who adopt the method we describe in Who achieve a 90% hiring success rate. And if you can achieve a 90% hiring success rate, you will definitely go farther in your career. You'll make more money, and you'll frankly have more time on your hands from having the right team in place. So avoid all those bad hiring approaches. We call those the voodoo methods of hiring. And just consider using the A method.